Alright, so in less than 24 hours, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will play in their third friendly match in the span of 2 weeks. The team played Ghana and Jamaica in the Unity Cup, and now they'll take on the national team of Russia to close things out. This will be the team's last matchup until the World Cup qualifiers, which come up in September. So, of course, they'll be looking to end with a bang. Now, this is the match preview video, so we'll be talking more about the match, but first, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Thank you very much. So yeah, Super Eagles of Nigeria will be taking on Russia. Russia will be hosting the Super Eagles of Nigeria tomorrow, Friday, the 6th of June. 6 p.m. Nigerian time will be the start of the game, and it will be hosted at the Luzhniki Stadium in Moscow. Now, when it comes to watching a match, this was the information given out by the NFF. So it says stream live on M4S TV. So you go on your Google App Store and you type in M4S TV, and it's gonna pop up. You see it right here. You click on it, you download it. And when you do download it, you can go straight to the game. You click on the app and you see it right here, live stream, Super Eagles versus Russia. Click on it, and as you see right here at the top of your screen, you got the Super Eagles versus Russia national team little situation right here. You press the play button, you click on the play button, and as you see, it says starting in as many hours as this. So basically, when it runs down to 0, the broadcast will start. Hopefully no glitches, no issues come up by then, and we can all watch the match in peace. Now, speaking of the match, there's a couple of comments that have been made about the match that I want to address. First of all, how come we get to play Russia even though they're banned from football, basically? And the reasoning is they're not banned from playing friendly matches. They're only banned from competitions like the Euros, like the Nations League. They're banned from stuff like that, but not friendly matches. And honestly, for me, I feel like football bodies should stay out of geopolitical situations like this. I don't see any reason why UEFA or FIFA should be banning anybody for what they got going on, especially when you're not banning everybody that's got things like that going on. That I don't support that. I feel like it's ridiculous. Now, going into this match, the one sure thing is that we're going to see a third straight different starting lineup from the Super Eagles. Of course, the one against Ghana and Jamaica were different. Then you got different players in this team right here, so you're definitely going to see a whole different starting lineup. We talked about the lack of natural wingers in the team. Of course, that begs the question, will you be going with a 4-4-2 if you're Eric Shell? You got Tolu Arokodare, you got Victor Boniface, of course, Christantos Uche, Fisayo Dele Bashiru. These players could be part of the two up top. The defense, of course, Igor Ogbo and Benjamin Frederick, I feel like they were fantastic against Jamaica, even with the 2 goals that were scored. But you do have William Truce Ekong in the team, and also Shemi Ajayi, who looked like he scored against Ghana in that first Unity Cup match. But for me, I think you might have to think about, should you see what you really have with Igor Ogbo and Benjamin Frederick by playing them against a pretty good Russian side? That's the question I would be thinking of if I'm the coach. Should you see what they have? Because after this, like I said, the World Cup qualifiers, they did pretty good against Jamaica. Igor Ogbo did good against Ghana also. So should you take the third step and see what they do against a pretty good European side? That's the question right there. Of course, with the fullbacks, you got Sadiq Ismaila, who started both games against Ghana and Jamaica. Not too sure he'll be starting against Russia. You got Bright Osai Samuel in the team. I think there's a good chance that he could get that nod. Then, of course, Bruno Onyemaichi at the left back position. Then you get to the midfield. You got Frank the Tank Onyeka, Rafael Onyedika. I think these 2 guys will be starting in the game. Of course, like I said, Christantos Uche, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, they got a good opportunity to start. Also, Papa Daniel got the start against Ghana. Does he get the start against Russia? That's another question. He didn't play against Jamaica. Then, of course, you got Sikuru Alimi, whose name was not in the original revised list He was put in the other list, which we talked about yesterday. He did get the start against Ghana, played on the wing, so that is an option right there. And then speaking of the wings, you also have Moses Simon and Olusegun Olakunle. Of course, Moses Simon, the veteran in the team, and Olakunle, the new player in the team, got the call up right before the matchup. And I definitely can't wait to see who the coach will select for his starting 11. Of course, Maduka Okoye, I'm thinking will get the start. Did not play in the 2 matches in the Unity Cup, even though people were thinking he would play in one of those matches. So I'm pretty sure he gets the start in this situation. Now, going into this match, I feel like the one thing I want to see is consistency. I want to see the team play the same for the whole 90 minutes. I want to see them come out swinging and stay swinging for the duration of the game. Of course, we've conceded 3 goals in our last 2 matches. Defensively, would like to see the team do much better. Even the midfielders, I would like to see them tracking players when they go into the box, not just leaving them for the defender that you're not telling to look out for the player. So I would like to see the midfielders do a better job in that regard. And of course, when it comes to going forward, you got 2 strikers yet to get their name on the score sheet for the Super Eagles. The hope is that at least one of them gets to break that duck and get a goal in this matchup right here. I mean, for me, I really could care less who scores the goals as long as we win the match. But just for the striker's sake, you hope that they do get those goals. But that being said, let me know your thoughts. Super Eagles of Nigeria will be taking on Russia in a friendly. Game will be played tomorrow, Friday the 6th of June, 6 p.m. Nigerian time will be the start. Let me know your thoughts, predictions, everything in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.